Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you today with a video for our Breeding to Butcher series, and today is the day for nest boxes. So as you can see, I've got a nest box here, and I'm going to talk just briefly about nest boxes. This is a wooden nest box. A lot of people don't like wooden nest boxes just because the rabbits will chew on them, and they eventually wear out and they mess up. They can get pee on them, they stink. There's a lot of reasons not to like wooden nest boxes. Some people use metal nest boxes, but I know some people that don't like metal nest boxes. I got a buddy that's what he's got all metal nest boxes, and he doesn't really like it just because he says that it seems that it just keeps the rabbits colder. He didn't like the idea of just how cold those boxes are in the wintertime if he's got babies. So there's a reason not to like them. Some of them have wire bottoms, some of them don't. Really and truly what you need is you need a box that's big enough for your rabbits to get in. Now you can get online and you can see all kinds of different dimensions for rabbits, especially depending on what kind of breed that you have. And there's even some people that build their nest boxes into the cage. So I've got a few cages where just down in the bottom it's got a wire box, and you just put in some cardboard or something like that for the nest boxes. I like that all right, and I've used just cardboard boxes so far. I've used a couple of nest boxes, and I'm swapping all of these. And some people like the nest boxes down in. If you're buying your cages and they're not too much, there's not a real big price difference, maybe. For me, I build my own cages, so it is a real pain to build those cages with the nest box inset into the cage floor. So for me, it's not really worth it, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, we've got a box here. So as long as you've got something that a lot of the boxes will have this little cover on top. I mean, I haven't seen any difference. I've got one with a cover. I don't think that any of the rabbits are going to be like, oh no, it doesn't have the cover, because I've had them have babies in just a cardboard box or cardboard laid down in the inside. I've also seen some people, there's slightly rednecked on YouTube. He keeps rabbits and quail and a bunch of other stuff. You ought to check his channel out. He does I've seen him do all wire nest boxes. So lots of options. Basically, get a box that's the right size for your breed of rabbit, and that looks like the rabbit's comfortable in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the box, and you can take anything. Well, I say anything. Right now, I'm using kind of like a straw almost. So I'm going to break some of this up just a little bit. The mama rabbit will do most of that for you. You can break it up a little bit. This is all stuff that I just gathered. You can use hay, you can use straw. I probably wouldn't use anything like wood shavings or wood chips. I don't think that would work really good. There may be somebody out there doing it successfully with that, but I think really something that's going to give a lot of fluff. I don't know, heck, leaves might work. I don't know. But you want a good nesting material, something that the rabbits will be able to mix with their fur and keep their babies warm. I'm just kind of breaking this up a little bit to stuff in the next box. And you get you, won't hurt to overfill it some. If you don't want to use all of it, you won't use all of it, but yeah, just shove it in there, and then she'll fix it how she wants it. Let's see if we can get this one in here. The other thing is record keeping. That I want to make sure. I'm sure I noted on that, in previous videos, but I've got my little notebook here. This doe needs her nesting box today, which is November 4th. I'm gonna put it in here. And as far as when to put the nesting box in, I'll turn it like this. Get her situated here. As far as when to put the nesting box in there, you want to do it a few days before the rabbits are going to kindle. That's what you call once they're going to have their baby kits, the little bitty bunnies. When they're going to kindle, you want to try to do just a few days before. Me, the earliest I go is 28 days. And that seems to be a good number for me. That seems to be working. Uh, if you've got one that's just making a huge mess, if you put it in on day 28, then go ahead and wait a day more. Try not to wait too late though, because there's times where if they don't have a nest box ready, if they're not, they'll rip out all their fur and they'll have it all over the cage floor, and then they might even have their babies on the cage floor. You never know. So anyway, I've got her nest box in there. She's chewing on that hay slash straw. It's still got a little bit of green in it. Um, so nest box is ready, and now we just wait. I normally, once it gets close to time when the rabbits are going to kindle, I try to come out and check on them as often as I can, just in case there's a new mother and she may have some of her babies on the floor, and you may want to try to save those babies. I normally do. I pick them up. I've never really used gloves. I did it first just because I heard so many horror stories of, oh, the mother will eat her babies and all this stuff. But for me, if the rabbits are used to you, they're not going to do that. I've never had mine do that. The only time that I've ever had one eat her babies was, I want to say they were on up probably a couple of weeks old. And it was probably the deadgum cat or something that was stressing her out, and she ate her babies. It's normally when they're stressed that they eat their babies. If they have one that's sick or something like that, they may do that, and that's just a natural response. So I wouldn't even worry about it if you had one that was born and it doesn't look like it's too healthy, and then the mother ends up eating it. That's nature taking care of it. So as far as that goes, I think that's pretty much touches on everything that you need to know about that. Cages, let's see here, nest boxes. Yeah, if there's any questions or anything about getting prepared for your rabbits to have babies, these videos are more geared towards people just starting out. So hopefully they'll be a value, and hopefully they'll be a value to anybody who's kept rabbits for a while. I know there's a lot of stuff I find on YouTube that's real helpful. Just looking at the different ways that people keep their rabbits and different tips and tricks that they do. So anyway, if you found value in this video, please leave a like. If you've got any questions or comments, leave that down below. If you've got any suggestions for future videos, leave that down there as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe. I drop a video like this mostly every day. I appreciate all y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.